Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading. Today we are going to do a friendship reading. And I wasn't planning on showing my face because I'm still kind of like trying to fit my sleep schedule, as you can tell. But it is a special day because when I told my sisters, this video is going to, I kind of want to do a video with Mina, and then I thought Jihyo, so I wanted to do a friendship reading about both of them. And then both of my sisters were like, oh, you're gonna do what? And then they gave me this. They were like, put it in your video. It's kind of heavy. These are the photo books for Jihyo and Mina. As you can tell, the favorite members of my sisters are Mina and Jihyo. What was I going to say? So they look very pretty together, and they're pretty heavy. So this is quite a workout for me. I mean, I'm used to lifting up cards. They don't weigh nothing compared to these books. I haven't looked through them thoroughly, so I'll make it my mission to do that later when I'm not busy doing this reading. And yeah, I just wanted to brag that my sisters are fans. It's so hard to hold both books at the same time. Oh, sorry, Jihyo. Sorry, Jihyo. I was covering you with my hair. See? Oh, I was gonna do something stupid. Enter a monkey. Put your magic together. I was gonna do like a stupid skit, and I'm kind of embarrassed. So I can't make myself do it right now. Maybe I can make a whole drama. Hold up, let's do this. I'm a creative individual, okay? So you have Jihyo over here playing with her tennis ball, and then she hits it, goes out of bounds. And poor Mina goes like, ouch! It hit me! I fell! Don't ask me why she has a red dress. And is outside, but let's pretend. And then Jihyo comes out of nowhere and is like, oh, I'm sorry, Mina. I mean, they don't know each other. Hold up. I'm sorry for hitting you with the ball. And then Mina comes in and is like, it's okay. Jihyo goes like, do you want to be friends? And then they became friends. Yeah! And that's why we're making this reading now. Oh, what you said in my head. I'm slightly very embarrassed. My editor monkey's probably laughing in the corner right now. Now, you know what? I'm just gonna put these books away and let's not talk about the prices of these books and the shipping that made these books even more expensive. Are they worth it? I think they are. But again, I haven't looked at them. I don't think my sister's wallets agree with what I have to say. But whatever. Don't worry, their wallets are probably like, I don't exist anymore anyway. Okay, now enough of an intro. Let's jump into the reading. We'll figure out what my editor monkey does with that. So now that we have finished with that humble brag and all of that, let's start with the actual reading. So one card to represent the connection between Mina and Jihyo. We have New Moon in Aries. Go for it. When that card came out, I started to think of Touchdown. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now one card to represent Jihyo in this friendship. I said one, but two came out. That's fine. And then one card to represent Mina in this friendship. I don't know about that. So for both of them, we have a new moon in Aries. Go for it. This kind of tells me that they started their journey, or they started their friendship as just kind of hanging out together, just doing things together. Whatever vibed or whatever worked for both of them, that's kind of what brought them both together. It feels like the friendship kind of started off maybe with some difficulties, or it may have been something along the lines of both Jihyo and Mina had to put a lot of effort to make their friendship work. I'm not saying that they didn't get along. I'm just saying that this mountains kind of made me think of difficulties, challenges, and all of that stuff. I think that one of the biggest things could be cultural differences and also language barrier. Wanted or not, Mina probably felt more comfortable with Sana and Momo as other Japanese members, but maybe with Jihyo it was like, okay, let's put the effort since we're both from the same year type of thing, which is, I think, a bit more common to do that in Korea than it might be in Japan. But I don't know. I'm more of a foreigner than they are, so I don't know. Okay. It comes down to perspective. But then when we have a new moon, we have this sense of a new beginning, a new journey, a new start, a new chapter, and that's why I'm talking about like the beginning of their friendship or the relationship that they have. And with Aries, we have this impulsive, very genuine, and very sincere energy type of thing. And all of this fire tells me that they were probably very, very honest and upfront with each other, and they have this relationship where they really encourage again, each other to just do what it is that they want to do. Again, with this go for it, it really feels like the essence or the energy that they have is just to encourage each other to try new things or to go for their dreams or stuff along those lines. So maybe the relationship started kind of rocky because of differences that they had or stuff like that. But now the type of relationship that they have is one where they try to feed in positive vibes and encouragement and inspiration to motivate each other to follow their dreams despite the difficulties and challenges that could come up ahead. Now, the cards that represent each one of them. So for Jihyo, we have the 5 of Pentacles reversed and the 3 of Cups upright. So these cards are actually very good. In this relationship, Jihyo is represented as someone that is very good at supporting other people. She's very good at helping others out. With this 5 of Pentacles, usually upright, it talks about someone that feels abandoned, someone that feels left alone, someone that feels left out in the dark and the cold. You know, they're on their own basically, and they have to push forward on their own. But with it being reversed, it kind of shows that Jihyo feels supported, and she is the support as well. She is someone that loves to give to other people. She is the one that she feels like she is not on her own because she has other people to support her and to take care of her, and in exchange she does the same thing. And with the 3 of Cups, it talks about celebration, happiness. You know, I see the 3 of Cups as friendship. I do see the 3 of Cups as well as just, you know, going out with friends and having a good time. So with these 2 cards together, the message is pretty clear. The cards that represent Jihyo are supposed to show someone that is there to have fun, is someone that's there to be of support. We have Pentacles and Cups, which symbolize earth and water, and that is all about stability, being grounded, being rooted, and also having those emotions being very stable and being set on the ground. But basically showing a very stable individual, not only emotionally but also in the 3D, I guess you could say. Now the card that represents Mina, and that's why I was kind of confused. I was like, wait, what is this card doing here? We have the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands talks about conflict. It talks about maybe arguments or fights or stuff along those lines. So I do feel that maybe Mina feels comfortable enough with Jihyo to just start up a fight, talk about their differences. But I'm actually very surprised that the 5 of Wands came out. I guess, again, there's this sense that maybe Mina feels very comfortable to just tell Jihyo, okay, square up, and maybe fight it out. Again, maybe their differences does come to personalities as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't mind to actually tell each other how it is. I mean, if their connection represents Aries energy, Aries is a sign that is not afraid of fighting. It is a sign that doesn't mind arguments, doesn't mind maybe a slap or two or a couple punches here or there. But then again, you also have to keep this in mind, that an Aries is of those that kind of show how they feel and express themselves in a very physical way, but they don't necessarily hold grudges. So this doesn't feel like anything bad. Again, this 5 of Wands feels very cute and playful. It kind of does feel like play fighting, but but who knows, maybe I'm just over here like, they get along, guys. I don't know. But let's go on to the next question, which is, how does Jihyo see Mina? We have the Queen of Cups reversed. And then how does Mina see Jihyo? the Nine of Wands. So Jihyo sees Mina as his Queen of Cups, which means that Jihyo sees how Mina is very sensitive, very intuitive, very emotional, and someone that speaks from their heart. However, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, I feel that Jihyo understands that Mina really takes care of that side of herself and tries not to show it that much. But I do feel that the relationship that they have is one where Jihyo is able to see past the walls that Mina may put to protect herself. This Queen of Cups is also someone that is very confident and someone that doesn't play games. The Queen of Cups is also like Scorpio energy, so I'm thinking of someone that has like this deep understanding of things, a very good understanding of people as well, and is also someone that is very good at uncovering people's darkest secrets, if you want to put it that way. So I do feel that Jihyo sees all of these skills and all of these abilities that Mina has that maybe Mina is not conscious of, or usually doesn't show it to other people. On the other hand, the way that Mina sees Jihyo is as someone that has her walls down. So it definitely seems like Mina admires or really likes how Jihyo is very open to her and is very, I guess, not necessarily free. I guess open is the best word, right? Seems like Jihyo really expresses who she is and puts her walls down to show Mina who she truly is and tries not to be too cautious or too wary of the situation. I do feel that they're both very open to each other, but I do feel that Jihyo is the one that is probably making more of an action-based effort to show things how they are. I think Mina is a more subconscious effort. Like, she doesn't even realize the work that she puts in to make this happen. One of the things that I'm kind of sensing here is that Jihyo sees all of these qualities that Mina has, and because of that, Jihyo kind of just opens up and shows who she truly is. She like puts her walls down and kind of brings in for Mina to come in, and they start talking and getting along. However, I don't know how aware Mina is of this. I think she just kind of takes it for what it is. I don't think Mina has put too much thought into how the relationship works. It just does in her eyes. The next card is, how do Jihyo and Mina usually spend their time together? Wait, what do they like to do? Oh, I got a bunch of cards, and I'll take them all. Why not? So we have a first quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. We have a full moon in Capricorn, take a reality check. And then we have a last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. So funny enough, with all of this Capricorn and Aquarius, this is a very Saturn-based relationship. So they really like to talk about the difficulties of life and trying to bring hope into them. It feels like they could talk about things, or they could maybe work on it. But I was thinking, with all that Capricorn energy, that automatically makes me think of work. So how do they like to spend their time together? Working, I guess. Working, and also it's weird because I think it could be, their work as idols, but it could also just be their work on themselves. If they're both from the 97, they both probably have their Saturn in Aries, which tells me that they do a lot of self work, or they work a lot on themselves. I mean, just because they have Saturn in Aries, it doesn't mean that it's on their first house, but to me it will be in the first house. So that's why I'm talking about the self. Anyway, so what I'm getting at is that with the trust the universe and take a reality check and leave the past behind, it seems like the thing that they like to do together is try to help each other, not only encourage each other to go after their dreams, but also to look at the past and not and let go of that weight and that baggage and move forward. So that take a reality check makes me think of like trying to bring themselves into the present and try to be hopeful for the future with trust the universe. But also there's this sense of like looking at the past in order to be able to understand the lessons that came with it. Not only see the difficulties and the challenges of the past that they can't let go of, but also understand why those things happened in the first place. I was gonna say with the first quarter moon, we have like that's something they're slowly approaching. Then the full moon, the take a reality check, it's kind of like that's the peak energy that they have. And then the last quarter moon, it's kind of like almost like the falling action, what is coming to an end almost. So it definitely feels like this is something that they do very often, and they really enjoy that time that they pass together. So maybe they talk with each other for very long hours, or if not, this could be things that little things that they do very often with each other. So like maybe they talk about this very casually, occasionally, just little bits of conversation that adds up over time. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. So let's get on to the next question, which is, what does Jihyo like about Mina? Okay, and what does Mina like about Jihyo? Okay, they both picked 2 cards. That's fine. So Jihyo, what Jihyo likes about Mina is the 3 of Swords and the King of Swords. Damn. Okay. So with the 3 of Swords, we are talking here about heartache and heartbreak. Finally, oh my god, I think I know what. Okay, so these cards have like fairy tales in it, and I think I know what the 3 of Swords is about. If I'm correct, this will be like self-sacrificing in a way, right? This guy found this bird, and this bird that was hurt, took care of it, and then the bird, transformed into this beautiful woman, and they fell in love, they got together, and then the guy got very, very sick. So what this lady will do is get rid of her feathers to create very pristine, will it be, or very luxurious, I don't know if it was clothing or stuff along those lines, and she will like sell it in order to get money to pay for his medicine. And she did it to the point that it eventually killed her. But she was taking care of him, so that's why it made me think of sacrifice. But the 3 of Swords talks about heartache. It talks about having a broken heart or going through a very difficult time. And the King of Swords talks about it's Libra energy. It talks about it talks about not judgment, but having clear judgment. That's what I meant. Having a clear mind, being able to have very good reasoning, being able to have a very balanced and harmonious inner being, if that makes sense. So I do feel that in this case, what Jihyo likes about Mina is that despite the sacrifices and the difficulties that Mina goes through, she is able to still have a very clear understanding of what her goals are. These 2 cards kind of make me think that Mina is very good at giving a lot to other people, and she is able to still keep harmony within herself. Both of these cards being Swords kind of tells me that this is about Mina's way of thinking and her way of viewing things. So I guess in a way, instead of Mina feeling bad and sad about something and going through like this self-pity and self-loathing type of energy, Mina actually sees it as a worthy sacrifice or a necessary thing that had to be done when she helps other people. So I think Jihyo really likes how Mina doesn't see things in a negative way. If something bad happens, Mina tries to see the good in it, or she tries to, even at the cost of herself, Mina likes to do her best to make sure that the situation turns out well and that things are going okay. I don't really know what the fairy tale or the legend will be behind the imagery for the King of Swords, but you know what it looks like? It kind of looks like those birds from Harry Potter, because it was kind of like a bird, but then not really. But I don't know. Anyway, so this definitely feels like a sense of harmony and balance and giving to other people and stuff along those lines. Now, what Mina likes about Jihyo is the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So the Two of Pentacles talks about, again, balance. Since it's Pentacles energy, people usually see it as being someone that's very good at multitasking, or someone that is very good at balancing their work and their personal life, or balancing two things or two ideas or whatever at the same time, right? Someone that has a very good sense of self and a very good sense of their environment, and because of that, they're able to be in harmony within themselves, their environment, their work, take care of their health and all of that, right? So someone that is doing very well for themselves, very balanced. Now, the Seven of Pentacles upright usually talks about patience. It talks about waiting for the fruits of your labor to come into fruition, but with it in reverse, there's a sense of impatience. So it kind of feels like what Mina really likes about Jihyo is that when Jihyo starts growing desperate, or starts growing frustrated or annoyed that whatever she's trying to manifest is not coming through, or is not becoming a reality, again, this seems to be a very big deal, or their dreams and their goals, it seems like that's something very important in their relationship. So when Jihyo is like starting to doubt it, or starting to get annoyed that things are not physically manifesting the way that she wants it, or something like that, Mina really admires how Jihyo has the ability to bring herself back to her center, bring herself back and be like, okay, so how am I going to work this out? You know, maybe planning again, or multitasking in the sense of like, okay, waiting, you know, she's waiting for this thing to start giving, you know, start blossoming and give her bear fruit or whatever, so she starts focusing on other things, right? This makes me think of someone that doesn't put all their eggs in one basket, right? So Jihyo's very good at having different things going on at the same time. I think Mina really admires Jihyo's ability to work, and Jihyo's ability to just have everything under control, you could say. So yeah, there's this sense of like Jihyo's not the type to get too sad or bummed out if things are not working her way. She kind of goes like, okay, I'll give it the time that it needs. I'll start focusing on other things. That seems to kind of be the case here. And Mina really likes Jihyo's, I guess, persistence and determination to not give up. So let's go on to the next section, which is what has Jihyo learned from Mina. The Page of Coins. Okay. What has Mina learned from Jihyo? So the thing that Jihyo has learned from Mina, I just kind of saw a rainbow because the light just kind of flashed on on my microphone, and it just kind of made a rainbow when I was about to talk about this card, so that could be important. So the thing that Jihyo has learned from Mina is the Page of Coins. So it's a very young energy. I guess there's a sense of being pure, there's a sense of having a lot of good luck and fertility and abundance. Abundance is the big one. Vitality is another word that just came up. I did do some research on this one, and it's supposed to be a goddess that is very good at giving abundance to people and bringing life again, if that makes sense. So the thing that Jihyo has learned from Mina is this sense of, when I saw this card, I thought about that too, of like a sense of rebirth or giving life again to themselves, that kind of energy. So it feels that the biggest thing Jihyo has learned from Mina is just kind of how to bring herself back up, how to bring positivity, or how to bring good vibes, and how to feel themselves with abundance and positivity, and having a better outlook into life, and trying to look forward to the future. And there's this sense of innocence and purity, so it makes me think of cleansing someone's energy, right? So the main thing that Jihyo has learned from Mina is a sense of cleansing herself in order to have a more optimistic outlook into the future. With this page of coins, it could be about their career, or it could just be any goals that they're trying to manifest in the 3D and stuff along those lines. But here we see the pentacle like on the chest of this girl, and it kind of makes me think of someone that with very pure intentions is bringing a lot of positivity into their health, their work, their money, their abundance, and their dreams. Now, the thing that Mina has learned from Jihyo is this 5 of Cups and the 3 of Cups reversed. So the 5 of Cups talks about having a like pessimistic outlook, or focusing on the cups that have fallen over instead of the ones that are still filled up. However, which I find kind of funny, the imagery on this 5 of Cups makes me think of something that's a lot more positive, because here she's looking at the bowl that has like the fish, and yeah, the fish is alive. I had to look at it closer. The ones that are spilled over are the ones over here. So this makes me think that yeah, something along those lines. I said that as if you guys heard what I was thinking of. So the thing that Mina has learned from Jihyo is the ability to maybe not see all the positive outlooks into life, but being able to trust that if there's something good going on, there's still a lot more blessings and guardian angels or positivity, or the universe still has her back. That type of energy, right? So Mina has learned from Jihyo how to kind of not give up, or how to look for those little bits of light and faith and hope in order to understand that she's not alone, right? Trying to understand, she in this case being Mina, right? That Mina is not on her own. That just because things may not be looking up, maybe there's a little bump on the road, or there's some difficulties going on, it doesn't mean that that's the end of whatever goal Mina's going after. And with this 3 of Cups reverse, it also makes me think of focusing more on work, or being able to not get distracted with third parties. In this case, it could be maybe friends that don't have the best intentions in mind, because with the 3 of Cups upright, I mentioned, right, celebration, happiness, going out with friends, hanging out, having a good time. But with it being reversed, it kind of makes me think of being divinely protected of people that maybe don't have the best intentions for Mina. So I do feel that the thing that Mina has also learned about Jihyo is how to have a better eye and understanding other people a bit better in order to protect herself more. Her, again, being Mina in this case, right? So Mina knows how to discern what people have the best interest for her and who don't, and who may just be playing around a little bit too much, and because of that they could like distract Mina from her goals or her aspirations in life. So that's kind of like what she has learned. Now, the last card that I'm going to take out is going to explain the reason why the Jihyo and Mina meet in the first place. And the card that came out is Last Quarter Moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Makes sense. Hold up. Based on everything I have said up to this point, this Gemini energy tells me that the reason they met was in order to help each other out, understand their situation, to talk it out, and being able to clear their minds. I mean, they both learn very similar things, and what they like about each other is still very similar. This sense of balance, this sense of being centered, this sense of like cleansing their energy and thinking positively. Also, the card that represents their connection is card that was talking about, like, you know, going after your dreams, your inspirations, your goals, your ideas. Is just going for it, like, take action and go for it. So with this clear your mind, it kind of feels like they both met in order to kind of like reset each other, or kind of bring themselves together, or in a way help each other center themselves again and be who they are, and also to maybe not restart, but like remember their purpose, whatever goals they had in mind, or whatever they were going after or chasing after. They met in order to continue remembering, kind of like to not fall off the path that they assigned themselves to go through. So it definitely feels like they're both very good at communicating with each other, their ideas, and they have just created this connection where they can both clearly express how they feel through thoughts and ideas and speech. And because of that, they have created a very good relationship and environment where they can both help each other out and kind of be a support each other, and like help ground themselves in a way to bring themselves back to themselves, if that makes sense. It's making me think, you know, because this one's right underneath take a reality check, so it definitely feels like they ground themselves and bring themselves back to the present. And it's like, okay, remember your goals, remember why you're doing this, remember the path that you have taken till this point, and so on. So yeah, also the way that this person is sitting makes me think of someone that is like meditating, or someone that's relaxing, just sitting on the ground, looking into the difficulties and challenges, but at the same time being very hopeful that things are going to become a lot better and things are clear and all of that. So I'll leave that there. Hold up, let me turn. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys liked it. I've been kind of lazy, honestly, but at the same time, as I mentioned earlier, I'm still fixing my sleeping schedule, and by that I just mean I've been sleeping a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Now you can say bye to the photo books if you want, to the beautiful, oh, you just hit me, to the beautiful Jihyo, and to the, oh, hold up, and to the beautiful Mina. She looks so pretty. I'll look through the books later and just tell you how beautiful they look. Again, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this reading. I thought it was very nice, and it felt like they're both very equal to each other. I know that you guys probably see Jihyo as like a mom because of that, you know, since Jihyo's a very good leader, but you know, it feels like they're both equals in that sense. Energy wise, they both give each other the same thing that they take from each other, if that makes sense. So it definitely feels like a very balanced relationship, a relationship between two equals, right? They both give as much as they take, and they're both, well, I'm not too sure if they're both similar, but they seem to understand each other well enough to be able to help each other with their goals and all of that. So yes, I'll leave that there, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And again, thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, bye. Yeah, there's nothing else to say.